Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Avantika's Astro Hill. Hope you're all doing good. And in this video, I'm going to talk about debilitation of planets. Basically, in this video, I'm going to decode debilitation of planets. That why does one planet gets debilitated in one specific sign only? What is the reason behind that? So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So I'm going to start with Sun's debilitation first. Sun gets debilitated in the sign of Libra, which is the sign of Venus. Now Libra represents our desires, pleasure, enjoyment, creativity, talents, fun, entertainment. So now when Sun goes in the sign of Libra, it loses its element, it loses its strength. Why? Because it has got nothing to do with that sign. It has got nothing to do in the space and areas represented by the sign Libra, because Sun is the Karak of our soul. It represents our soul, and which is why it exalts in the sign of Aries. As per the Kalpurush birth chart, if we go, Sun exalts in the first house in the sign of Aries. In the first house, Sun is totally in its own element, because first house represents self, first house represents soul. First house represents any matter which is revolving around us, which is related to us. Seventh house is the house of masses. Seventh house is the house of partnership. Seventh house is the house of life partner. Any partnership it can represent in general. So when our self starts losing its importance, its existence, its element, there where the sign of Libra comes into picture, and there is exactly where seventh house comes into picture. Now Sun never feels comfortable when it is not ruling, when it is not heading some particular space. And seventh house, as it is the house of associations, where the sign of Libra falls as per the Kalpurush birth chart. So Sun never feels very in its own dignity or in its own element when it is placed in the sign of Libra, because association means some agreement, that you will always have to agree to the terms and condition of some other person, and only then you people can survive. But Sun represents leader, and leader doesn't ask for orders. In fact, he is the one who issues instructions and orders. So when it comes to heading, when it comes to, you can say, to some extent controlling, dominating, that is the place where Sun feels comfortable. Now the reason that Sun gets exalted in the sign of Aries is because Aries represents an independent mindset, an independent space, an independent aura. So when Sun moves to the sign of Aries, it is like it can enjoy its power, it can enjoy its strength, it can exercise its own power, its own will. So in the sign of Aries, Sun feels very, very comfortable because it can exercise its own personality, its true element. And Libra is exactly the opposite, as Libra represents the core areas of Venus. So it can't really, Sun can never feel comfortable around the spaces of Venus, because as I said, that Sur is the Karak of our Atma. And it can't really be happy with those things which dilute the vision of our which dilutes the vision of our soul, which is not helping us to enlighten ourselves, which is not helping us to become aware. Because most of the areas that are ruled by Venus, that is about the external factors, like the external pleasures. Basically, after we think that we can acquire this thing in our lives and we will feel very happy, but it is just a matter of few days after anything that is represented by Venus, any pleasure associated with this planet, it comes with an expiry date. So something that is not really related to our soul. It is not related to the maturity and evolution of our soul. So mostly many things are represented by those things are represented by planet Venus. And sun represents responsibility, sun represents vision, sun can represent a path which it can show to the other people to enlighten themselves. So sun is not really sun is a leader. Sun is not interested in surviving in those spaces which can delude your vision when it comes to enlightenment and when it comes to progression of your soul. So this is one of the reasons that sun becomes debilitated in the sign of Libra. Now let's talk about moon debilitation. Moon gets debilitated in the sign of Scorpio, which is ruled by planet Mars. Now moon represents our emotions, thought process, mind, and mind always wants to feel comfortable, happy, relaxed, and which is why moon will always feel comfortable in the signs wherein it can feel happy, joyful, relaxed. And Scorpio is particularly a sign which is more of a trouble, because if you look at Kalpurush chart, it comes in the 8th house, and 8th house represents darkness. It has the element of darkness. It represents sudden changes, sudden events, sudden troubles, so unexpected troubles basically. So it's more like that, we were sitting in peace and suddenly we collected a bad news, and then we know that we got to work out this situation, otherwise it can be more of a problem. So that peace of mind is taken in this house, and which is why Scorpio, since it represents unexpected troubles, so moon will never feel happy in the sign and comfortable in the sign which is representing trouble, because mind never wants to experience trouble. We always want to escape troubles. Whenever we are getting acquainted with any trouble, we always want to escape it. So moon can never be can be in its own element if it is in the space of troubles and sudden changes, because moon represents comfort zone, and who wants to get out of his comfort zone? It's more like that, now you know that okay, if you're coming out of your comfort zone, you will have to go through the process of a struggle. Of course you are going to develop, but mind usually doesn't think that way. In fact, we start thinking that way only if we are we have grown as an adult. Otherwise we are wanting more of a shelter, we are wanting to be around our family and everyone who can make us feel comfortable. So as I said that moon, and there is one more thing. It's like, since 8th house where Scorpio sign falls, so it has the element of darkness. So once we experience our own darkness, then only we can enlighten ourselves. So moon can have a very, very influential role when it comes to enlightening yourself, because it is your mind only that can direct you to follow the path of enlightenment. But the problem is that with moon, it is more concerned with feeling happy, with feeling joyful, with feeling very relaxed. So when it is getting exposed to the space which is offering darkness, that okay, now you got to experience and fight your own darkness to convert yourself into light. So moon feels very much troubled there. So this is why moon gets debilitated in the sign of Scorpio. Now let's talk about Mars debilitation. Now moon gets debilitated in the sign of Mars, and Mars gets debilitated in the sign of moon. So Mars gets debilitated in the sign of Cancer. Now Cancer is a sign that represents, it has nurturing qualities. It represents nourishment. It represents motherhood. It represents comfortable zones, people around whom we feel very comfortable and we feel happy with. So Mars wants to feel uncomfortable. It's a warrior, and a warrior will never be happy, sitting with a remote in his hand, watching television all day and simply, sipping wine. Mars is not that. It wants trouble. It wants some, situation in his life which he can fight off, and he feels that okay, he has been successful in overcoming the challenges of life. So because Mars is a warrior planet, it believes in fighting off the trouble, so it wants a trouble, it wants some situation, some event which can make him realize about his own existence. So when it will go in a sign which is all about, you know, love, true love, motherhood, nourishment, it has got no work to do there. It will like become lost. It will be like, you know, I have seen, you know, army personals when they retire and all, they are like becoming very active in their home life, because it's like they have been working like a army person, and now it's like they feel like that, what will I just do being all day at home or whatever. So they have to go through a lot of transition when they are probably, you know, after retirement and all, because now they are not experiencing that element of taking orders and working on something. Now, you know, they have got nothing to crack or clear or overcome. Now it's like there is no problem only. You can just enjoy your tea with your neighbor. So it's like that. So Mars needs problem. So now I'm sure you can understand why Mars gets debilitated in the sign of Cancer. Now let's talk about Mercury's debilitation. Mercury gets debilitated in the sign of Pisces, which is ruled by planet Jupiter. Now Pisces holds lot of spiritual qualities. Basically, Pisces sign guides you to take and follow that spiritual path, which can help you to liberate your soul and, you know, become enlightened altogether. So when Mercury moves to Pisces, it becomes very confused, because now it's not enjoying its true quality and element there, because Mercury is a merchant, he's a trader. He is more concerned with commercial gains. He is more concerned with empowering himself in this material world so that he can feel safe and secure, and he can always feel powerful. So with his diplomatic and manipulative skills, he always wants to win the show. He always wants to earn his gains. And when it goes in the sign which is less about, you know, Pisces is less about his own self and it is more about others. Like Pisces falls in the 12th house of Kalpurush chart, and 12th house represents charity, 12th house represents NGOs. So Pisces is always representing those qualities which are going more towards selflessness, and Mercury is more concerned about his own gains. It is not representing selflessness, and which is one of the reasons, and in fact one of the sole reasons, that Mercury gets debilitated in the sign of Pisces. Now let's talk about Jupiter's debilitation. Jupiter gets debilitated in the sign of Capricorn, which is ruled by planet Saturn. Now Jupiter, that represents dharma, is spiritual progression, enlightenment and liberation. So how do you liberate your soul? Only when you unfollow the pattern of creating karma and getting rid of karma. And Capricorn sign is all about actions. It is about doing karma. It is about creating karma again. So Jupiter's motive is not to tie up the soul again in this matrix, and which is why Jupiter loses its own element, because its motive is to liberate the soul. But Capricorn sign is all about karma, you know, contributing to karma, and you know, it is all about actions, and which is one of the very important reasons that Jupiter loses its strength there and it becomes debilitated. Moving on to another planet, let's talk about Venus debilitation. Venus gets debilitated in the sign of Virgo, which is ruled by planet Mercury. Now as per Kalpurush chart, Virgo falls in the 6th house. Now 6th house represents disputes, conflicts, diseases, enemies, clashes, reasons of tension, physical tension, mental tension. Physical tension because it also rules diseases. So something that is revolving around the problem area, all those elements are usually represented by this sign Virgo, because it comes in the 6th house of chart. So Venus, that is a planet of enjoyment, pleasure, enjoying the riches of life, relishing life. so making it beautiful. So when a planet like Venus goes in this sign, it feels lost. It has got nothing to do in the sign of Virgo, because Venus doesn't want to create negativity. It doesn't want to be in the problematic zone. Venus always wants to come out of that problematic zone. So it is more concerned towards creating beauty and positivity in life, in place of negativity. And sixth house and Virgo sign, since it represents negative zones of our lives, so somewhere Venus loses its real qualities, because now it will have to deal with problems which it doesn't want to deal with really. So this is one of the very important reasons that why Venus becomes debilitated in the sign of Virgo, because Venus is more concerned towards beautifying life. And sixth house, this Virgo sign, basically sixth house, is more towards dealing with the gray areas, the troubling areas. So it is not happy there. Venus doesn't feel happy in the sign of Virgo. Now coming to Saturn's debilitation. Saturn becomes debilitated in the sign of Aries, which is ruled by planet Mars. Now Aries, as we discussed earlier, represents an independent outlook, independent approach, someone who is more concerned with becoming an independent person in his life. Now Saturn is a slave who wants to take orders, who wants to follow instructions, so who cannot head, who cannot enjoy any leadership. So when it goes in the sign that is all about independent qualities, so it becomes it loses its element, because now it cannot enjoy its own true element or qualities. So which is one of the very important reasons as to why Saturn becomes debilitated in the sign of Aries. So I hope you got to learn something from this video, as well as you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please don't forget to hit like. Very soon I'll return with a new topic. Please take good care of yourself.